100 tomorrow against the Bombers. Obviously, it's going to be a bit of a quieter affair than it might have been after the loss last week, but he's looking forward to the milestone.
Yeah, definitely. I'm extremely honoured to have played or to play my 100th game for this club, and you're right. It's probably slightly tainted, just with a bit of disappointment still lingering from, I guess, the season overall, and probably last week's result as well. So, but still, I think it's a massive achievement, one I'm extremely proud of. And yeah, I have lots of family and friends at the game, and hopefully they bring an umbrella or two, because I think it's going to be like this, which will be pretty grim. But yeah, I'm super proud, and although not the circumstances I'd want, still probably doesn't take away from how much of a special achievement it is for me and my family.
I heard your granddad might be coming up for his first game at the SCG to watch you as well. You looking forward to that?
Oh mate, I can't wait. That's honestly, when I found out, my mum told me, I couldn't believe it. He hasn't been up to Sydney in 10 years, and he wouldn't have been on a plane since probably, I reckon, 2000 or something like that. So for him to make the effort to come up here, he's 90 now. He's pretty old, so my sister's going to bring him up from Bendigo, and it's so special. I still probably can't believe until he's here and I see him. I probably won't believe it.
Any special goal celebration or anything if you happen to get on the end of the one that you might look for him in the box, or the family up there?
Oh, I don't know where they're sitting. I think they might be sitting over the other side of the ground to usual. So I'll see if I can spot them pre-game. But yeah, we'll see how we go. I've got one plan with Jesse Detoli that he came to me in pre-season before he even played a game. He's like, "This is what we're doing. I want to kick my first goal." So hopefully he can get on the end of one and we can do that.
Have you sat down and reflected, I guess, about what you've managed to achieve in probably less than 100 games?
I think last night I saw a video that their club put on Instagram, and it was just kind of a little collage of moments from my time at the club, and probably hit me a little bit then when you look back and all the footage, and me talking from after my first game, and I had my Invisalign in my teeth, and I've grown up a little bit since then. I know it's only been like 5 years, so it's not that long, but yeah, had some really special moments, and played with some pretty special players as well, and yeah, a lot of special moments for this club I'm super proud of, and it probably struck me a little bit last night seeing that video, how special my first 5 years has been, and hopefully can create a lot more memories and things like that in the years to come as well.
Have the boys gassed you up this week, or is it all Essendon talk?
They've gassed me up a little bit. Coxie had some really lovely words to say before our opposition preview meeting yesterday, so it means a lot to hear really nice things from him, and to run out tomorrow with all my best mates, and I'm sure hopefully we'll be doing as much as we can to get the win as well, to make it a little bit more special, but they've been getting around me, which has been good.
Have you changed much in your 5 years here?
I reckon I've changed a little bit. I have to shave my face more than once a month now, which is a little bit different, but I don't know, I think still much the same. I'm still I love footy, and I love the I guess coming into training every day, and the camaraderie, and that certainly hasn't worn off. The feeling I get when I wake up the morning of a game is still the same as what it was when I was probably the same age as these guys here, the Blue Pups. I remember coming to watch the Swans train when I was their age, so that feeling definitely hasn't wavered at all. But it's really special to look back on, I guess, what I've been able to achieve here, and as I said, there's no other club I'd rather make memories at.
Just talking about Essendon, does it feel like you're preparing for a new look team? Obviously they've struggled with injury, they're unveiling a 14th debutante. Does it feel a bit different coming up against them?
A little bit, but I think in the AFL you've still got to show the utmost respect to every opponent that you play, and everyone who runs out onto the field to play a game of AFL deserves to be there. They're not there by accident, and they've all got something special that makes them who they are. So we're giving them our full respect, rightfully so. And I think weather's probably going to be a bit of an equaliser as well. I think if it's going to be like this, it's going to be a bit of a slog, and I think that generally narrows the gap between two teams as well. So we've got to come fully expecting a tough contest, and for them to bring their strengths.
How is the feeling around the group at the moment? Obviously, it's a pretty important 4-week patch to maybe see a few new faces, build for next year. What's your kind of gut telling you about what we're going to learn about the Swans over these next 4 weeks?
Yeah, I think Coxie's probably spoken a little bit about testing and trialling a few different things. So whether that's the way we play, or players playing in different positions, I think that'll probably be the two things. But obviously, it's probably going to be a bit hard with the weather to kind of test a new style of play that we want to play. As I said before, it kind of is a great equaliser, the weather. So I think the feeling's obviously been a fair bit of disappointment, to be honest, for the first half of the week. But we spoke about as a group as we can either sit around and sulk, or we can use this 4-week block as an opportunity to launch pad into our off season, into our pre-season, and ultimately to get back to where we want to be next year as well. So it's just flipping the script a little bit and using it as an opportunity to really hone in a few things and test a few things and see what works, what doesn't, and hopefully add a few strings to our bow before the season next year.
You mentioned young Jesse. He certainly doesn't lack any confidence. How excited are you to see what he can do out in the field in his first game?
Yeah, he certainly doesn't lack confidence. The first one of his first training sessions, we were doing like a little skill drill, and he was spraying me for not giving it to him. I was like, oh, that's a little bit different, but I kind of respected it. So he'll bring flair. He's super classy player. I think if you have watched any of his stuff, whether he's been playing at VFL or under 18 level, he's really classy, and he's just got something about him, a little bit of spunk, and you certainly love playing with players who back themselves in, and I'm sure that he'll come out here and play his role for the team, but I'm sure he'll do it his way and do it with a little bit of flair and confidence.
Just reflecting on your own journey a bit, obviously Pick 32 back in 2020 was such a heavily impacted year by COVID that year in terms of the footy you were able to play and the footy you were able to kind of showcase in the drafts.
Yeah.
How did you approach that, knowing that, hey, you probably felt you were a better player than maybe 32 suggested, and how that's kind of impacted your career going forward? Were you just grateful to get an opportunity, or did you go, I want to kind of prove that some clubs missed out on me?
No, I had the 31 other names on my roof, and then I was reading them every morning. No, I'm kidding. No, it didn't really bother me, to be honest. Like I was just super stoked to get on the list at the time, and I think similar to Jesse, I had a lot of self-belief that I belonged at this level, and I think a big thing as well is the club and the coaches and the playing staff made me feel like I belonged straight away. And I don't know. I don't know if I view it differently to other people, but I just kind of always felt like I was going to have a pretty good start to my career, and I guess it's the environment that the club have created. They instill a lot of confidence in the young players, and there's definitely a little bit of luck, I guess, involved as well as that. But I don't know. I think it's just probably a bit of self-belief and knowing that if you put the work in, you'll generally get the rewards for it.
Did you vote for Errol in the Triple J Hottest 100? Did you get a vote from you?
I actually completely forgot to vote, but we listened to it. A few boys came over to mine and we listened to the whole thing. It was actually a really nice way to kind of to wind down after a disappointing night last Friday. So I was pretty flat that it didn't get in there, to be honest.
Is it a song that resonates with you much? Like obviously the name and everything like that, but when you kick a goal to hear it going around the SAGs, it's still a pretty cool pitching moment.
Oh, absolutely. I think if I ever get sick of that, it's I probably need to remind myself to have a little bit more gratitude, because it is pretty cool and pretty special. And I think to hear it against Freo and North after having a pretty grim year personally, it was pretty cool to hear that. I know like my family love it, and they get around it hard, and my mates as well. So it's a pretty cool song.
Do you like the song?
Yeah, I do like the song. I'd love to get up there and sing it with Aussie Crawl one day. That'd be pretty cool.
Just on your draft pick, did you and Braden Campbell have a bit of a rivalry growing up? Is that a thing?
No, not really. Look, we played club footy against each other. He played for Pennant Hills, I played for UNSW, and we played against each other a few times. But I think when you're kind of coming from New South Wales and there's only a handful of boys that play in these representative teams, you tend to become really good mates, and we often room with each other on away trips, and I think it was more so we just pushed each other because we wanted to get the most out of each other, and to end up getting drafted together. And then we've played a lot of footy here at this club, and I'm sure we'll play a lot of games to come. It's pretty special. I wouldn't say it was a rivalry. I think it was more so as two mates who just wanted to get the most out of each other, and he definitely pushed me to work harder and get the most out of myself, and I'm sure I've done the same for him.
Just on the Pride game as well, it's obviously a fantastic opportunity.
Yeah.
Swans love being part of this game every year, get to be in the Rainbow Guernsey this weekend. What does it mean to you to be part of a club that embraces this community so importantly?
Oh, it's huge. I think it's a super important thing in sport in general, and I think probably broader society, that everyone feels comfortable to be who they are and to come to a place like this and feel safe and be able to have a good time. And I'm really stoked for the club that they have this game every year, and I'm sure for the members of the Pride community it's really important for them as well. But I know for players it is a really important week for us to make sure that all of our fans, regardless of who they are or where they come from, feel really comfortable at the footy. And I think it's going to be a bit of a gloomy day, but hopefully there's a fair bit of colour floating around, and it's certainly a game that we look forward to playing in every year.